Oh.
I love what Sia does at the end there. She goes, She does some wild stuff with her voice, that girl.
Do you know what? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous because it's one of those ones that when you see it written down,
Yeah.
like, of course, that makes perfect sense. Labrinth, Sia and Diplo, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
How did that come about as the three of you getting together and making music?
Bro, I think it was fate, bro. Honestly, and I know that sounds very. I don't know what it sounds like, but it sounds unnecessary.
So it sounds very you.
Yeah, it sounds
because
like
that's
that.
the way you operate.
Yeah.
You operate on energies. You operate. That's
absolutely,
how it works.
bro. I just let life flow, and life kind of brings you to a point where it's like, okay, this is what we're doing. Like, life manages me, and life goes like this. Life goes, so Lab, we have Sia here, and we have Diplo here, and we're gonna put you in the studio with them. Sia came to me and she was like, I was making a record. She loved the record that I was working on, that we worked on like 5 years ago. And when we did that session 5 years ago, it was like one of the best sessions I've ever had. And I'm sure she enjoyed it. I don't know how she felt about it, but she loved it.
Well, she must have, because she called you up again.
Yeah, and so we ended up using that record, and then we were just like, we should write more. And then when we done one session, like it was like a year ago, she was like, Lab, so what I'm gonna do, we're gonna book out a session at like 2 days every week. And so we just did 2 days every week, and then it was like, why do we have an album? Like, what's going on? And it was just literally just so natural. The most like, it was like we have so much love for each other's talents that it just was like, it was the most, like, the easiest thing to put together ever. Like, and so, yeah, I think that was actually one of my favorite like writing sessions I've ever done. And now everybody's hearing it, which is incredible.
It does feel like a real creative meeting of minds as well.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I know Diplo quite well.
Yeah,
I know you quite well.
Love Diplo as well. I'll tell you how we got in with Diplo as well.
But the energies, you and Diplo, you work very similarly. And what I've heard about Sia is that she doesn't need to do anything. Yeah. So if she's going to do something, she's doing it because she wants
That's
to.
exactly Sia. Like, Sia doesn't do anything for no reason. Like, she's like, if she doesn't like it, she's not there. Yeah. She's out of the room. And the same with like, when we were writing in a session, she usually does like 4 hours in a session, and in 4 hours, I've never met one writer that could write a song, like 2 songs or 3 songs in 4 hours.
Whoa!
And the song will be incredible.
Whoa!
Like, imagine, yeah. So she's definitely a genius in terms of a songwriter and a singer. And then when she touches the mic, it's all over. You know, like, her voice is next level. And so that was just really special to work with her. And then Diplo as well, sitting in a room with him, the sounds, the beats, I was just like, this guy. I went home, especially from both of those two, I went home and I was like, yo, I need to upgrade, man. I was like,
I was going to go deep in on it, like, what plugins are you using? Like, what synths are on that? But it's just, you and Diplo think differently.
Yes, yeah.
So what is it? What can you tell us about the project? Is it an album? Is it an EP? Is it a series of tracks? Is it whatever it's going to be? It's just going to happen?
We ended up making a band. Like, we were just like, this feels good. And we all really love and enjoy working together. So we were just like, let's make a band. And then we just started throwing ideas in it. If you see how wacky some of the visuals are, I don't know if anyone's seen the audio video and Genius video. It's really out there. But that's literally all of our minds meeting, and Sia's like, why don't we get a balloon and put a bow tie on it, and then why don't we grab and make something fall out of the sky? Everyone was just throwing their things in a pot, and I think that's been the most smooth and most enjoyable experience in terms of creating. And I know most artists, and I'm one of those, I get like stuck in a rut with creativity. Sometimes I'm like, I want to make something like I overthink sometimes. Yeah. And this was one of those moments where it wasn't thinking, it was just literally having fun.
That's amazing. That's amazing to hear.